In technology, the interpretation of things around us in real life has two aspects. One of them refers to what is strictly true based on scientific research. The other aspect refers to whatever is practical rather than true. It can be explained with a couple of examples with which we are familiar. The direction in which the electric current flows in a circuit is interpreted in two ways. The so-called conventional, that is, current flows from positive to negative, and then there is the one called electronic, that is, electric particles flow from negative to positive. Although in electronic terms it is more strictly true that the flow goes from negative to positive, in practice it is more convenient in some complex circuits to think about the flow as going from positive to negative. An example of this could be the way in which a wiring in a car is laid out. Normally, the negative pole in a car battery is connected to the metal chassis of the vehicle, and the positive pole to wire harnesses which go to the different components. One branch goes to lights, another to ignition, etc. When troubleshooting, it is more practical to think of the current as feeding each component through the wiring coming from the positive pole of the battery. Another example could be when installing a solar energy system or when considering the orientation of a building. It is more practical to think that the sun rises at the east and goes across the sky towards the west, when the truth is the sun remains relatively quiet and it is the earth that spins, giving the impression the sun travels through the sky. Both ways of thinking are perfectly valid, but when it comes to practice, it is more convenient to use whatever works better. On the other hand, solid-state electronics refers to current carriers, which can be negative or positive, either electrons or holes, which lead us to another type of reasoning. Generally, technology uses whatever is more applicable, leaving the strictly true descriptions for cases where actual teaching is required. It is generally said that lightning strikes the ground. However, in some cases the electrical particles actually move from the ground up. I hope you liked this video. Thanks for watching and please subscribe.